Okay, here comes the next bright idea. Now, all those storefronts that had the bright idea and was on to something, your page just got consumed by the next hot thing, and you are working for that particular service or product. That's just a small part of it, right? That's a small part of it. See, once again, what what happens? You put a ceiling, you put a cap on your salary. You limited your ability to move above what they call a glass ceiling. You can't get no further up. And like a guy told me a long time ago when we was in the music game, he told me it's like, don't get caught up with buying a bunch of equipment, because each new piece of equipment that you bring in and you don't know nothing about it, that's the time you're gonna have to take to learn about it, when you could be creating your album, your design, your whatever. And so that takes time. You see what I'm saying? This program that I fell in love with, a few of them started coming out, and I was the same way all over again. It's like, well, I need this, that, and such, until I narrowed it down. And it's like, okay, I'll focus on these right here, because these would let me do just about everything that I want to do that's new. But this one here recommended 10,000 hours worth of playing around with it, so you get familiar. So you just want to learn how to get around. So once you learn how to get around, then you can put your creativity in, and you learn shortcuts, you learn this, that, and such. And then that's why certain things look easy to some people. They can get that new thing, and they can put it into they can incorporate it into their lab, and you can see it presented in a storefront rapidly. That's because they all have a basic function of similarity, right? They all have a basic function of similarity. The keys may be the same, whatever's whatever. Okay, once you learn that from one, you can get around the rest of those programs if need be. So you might want to throw your own storefront page up. You might want to do this. You might want to design your own this and that and such and such. Then it's basic. Then you can do that. See, I had got to that point. You see what I'm saying? I just learned enough to get your idea out and put it on, get it into the thing so you can put it in the storefront. See, so I got it good at that, and then, I just boom, boom, boom. What do I need this today? No, I don't need it, and boom, boom, boom. See, so your creativity is always the driving force for whatever it is you want to do. And the way society is today, it's based on people's creativity and what you can bring to the market or bring to social media, and present something new, fresh, a new way to tell a story, a new design, something like that. People into your life, they want to know what you're doing in your life and different things like that. And so it's your personality, but behind that personality is your creativity, your creative makeup, your creative design, your outlook, your front page, your storefront. You're the business now, right? You're the entity. You're the business. People want to give you things. Here, try this out. They want to put things on. Here, put this on. See that's not free advertising no more. You guys did a good job at that. See, it's not free advertising no more, like how we were when we put on a pair of jeans from some whatchamacallit, and we get on TV making videos, and everybody see us wearing it. Then that company makes money. Okay, so then they figured out a way to do that. It's like, okay, we gonna make our own shit. Okay, we did that. Now, okay, now that's gone. Now here it come back again. See, the creativity, the creative force is still there at work. So now here they come with ideas like, okay, now here we are. Now this generate they a little savvy. Okay, well we still got to get in there. How do we do that? Well, you know, the creative forces found out a web page is good. Paying supermodels is good. Having this person walk around with our stuff, that's okay. But they on here being creative with our product. So somebody said, well, let's cut them in. Let's cut them in. It's cheaper this way than having to produce $500,000 30-second slot for TV. All right, let's do that. Okay, so now there you go, right? So now you're an entity yourself. Now, just like business, just like a relationship, you want to take that to the next level. But don't stifle, don't adapt the wrong concepts and thinking you growing your business. What you're doing, you're just gonna be like that, and then everybody gets stopped because everybody is following the same wave or the same pattern, right? See what I'm saying? See, so you know, it's your creative force. You are a creative force. You know, like they used to say back in the day, a freak of nature. You are a freak of nature. Your creativity is a freak of nature. So if it's a million people doing the same thing, your creative force should tell you, let me go do this. Let me pivot from what everybody else is doing, and let me see what else is valuable pertaining to this market, this trend that we are already in. You don't have to abandon it. It's like, what else can I put into that? Where can I go? Everybody over here in the market is getting smaller till it's almost disappearing. See what I'm saying? It's almost disappearing. It's your creativity. It's almost disappearing. It's about gone. See what I'm saying? You don't create anything no more. Right? You don't create anything no more. So here you are turning negative, talking about you don't want nobody watching your page, your storefront. You don't want nobody frequenting your storefront. But at the same time, you gotta go frequent a storefront to get your material. You see how you see how it go?